YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage here, back with the giant opera-singing Cylostra riding her hermit crab, using an entire ship as its shell. I like it. Every little bit of that is so realistic. Actually, it's not. And that's one of the reasons why I love Total War Warhammer. This is funny. I would have never believed myself if I would have said this years ago. But, and again, not trashing historical Total Wars or people who like them. I understand in the end it's a preference thing. I'm always still just surprised how won over by Total War Warhammer I was. So our campaign's going good. We started a war with the Lizardmen. We quickly secured this province down here at Jungles. And now we really just need to go finish off the Lizard's capital, and we should have him, you know, on the run. We do have a vampire rebellion up here, but our garrison is going to be capable of pushing back cheap vampire counts units that are in this stack right here. Since we're not up against a bunch of Graveguard with great weapons or something, we're in good shape. Let's find our... Where's our fleet captain? Okay, the captain is doing well at establishing ports all over, and I've got all these. There are more ports, like if I swing up and around, but none of them are usually worth a whole lot of money, so I'm actually going to swing back in here, and then I'm going to hit the inside of Lothern. There's a couple of decent ports, and then I'm going to swing out here and try and get the port that has the gold on the outer ring, and then we'll head over and get some Dark Elf ports. And we're going to use that to generate a ridiculous amount of income. And I mean a ridiculous amount of income. So, yeah. Now, I went ahead and played a... I took this save file, and I played ahead just for my own fun, and finished the... exactly the same, so it's not like I know exactly what's going to happen from here on out. I will show a battle, the final battle, but I'm warning you all now that if you watch it, you're going to spoil the end of... You're not going to spoil the campaign because there's things that will happen coming up to that battle, but you'll spoil the story of the actual battle. But if you all want to see it, it's already out there on YouTube, and I'll just show you my version of it with Cylostra, which was really cool. Yeah, it was really good. So if you all want to see it, you can watch it when I put it up. I'll have a big spoiler warning on it, so that if anybody wants to wait until you play it for yourself, that you can do so. But it's been long enough since the release of this game now that if some people bought it on release day, they've probably had time to get towards the end of a campaign, and I won't be ruining it for everybody. And some people like to ruin it, but, you know, whatever. I only watched a couple of seconds of Indie Pride's video, that way I wouldn't really ruin it, and I didn't watch the beginning, just like a couple of seconds in the middle. But it is pretty cool. There are no cutscenes when you get the Seashanties, which I was at first a little bit disappointed about, but there are several cutscenes towards the end that are really good, and CA did a great job with them. I think you all are really going to like it. And of course we'll get there in this campaign. I intend to finish this campaign and the RNS Legendary campaign. I did turn on my mods in this campaign, so I have stuff like the home region movement bonus, the reduction of upkeep penalties for armies, the Grand Campaign map mod is on. Yeah, so all that stuff is on. So yes, that's all happening. But on my Salt Spite campaign, which is legendary, I can turn on those mods and technically keep playing on legendary, but I'm not going to. So I will keep the mods off on the Salt Spite campaign so that is a fair and square, legit legendary campaign finish. And on this one, where I'm playing on, I think I'm playing on hard or very hard, I can't remember. I'll leave the mods on. Play it here is really the difference. Let's get our deck droppers. We're going to just take these mortars. I don't want them on fire at will because they could damage me pretty badly. We're going to take our bloated corpse right out the door. And Let's get these guys back and ready to shoot at bats from a couple of different positions. Corpse crew. Okay, I don't want them to fire at will, because again, they'll probably shoot my own units in the back in a way that is unpleasing to me. Put some deckhands there. Let's put some deckhands up here to man the towers. And let's put some more deckhands over here to man this tower. And we should still have plenty to fill in the gaps. Perfect. Alright, I think we got a good deployment. Let's do this. Start battle. Should we get like a bloated corpse view? What do y'all think? I think we should. Alright, here we go. Bloated corpse cam. Dude, that guy, besides the fact that he has extreme gas, I mean, he must have just been eating beans for weeks on end, and then his corpse left in the sun and then reanimated. He is truly one ugly bugger. Yeah, let's go into bloated corpse cam. You all feel free to caption this moment down in the comments if you want. What's he saying? What's he thinking? Oh, hold on. I see an opportunity. Let's lure. Hold on. Wait for it. Okay, now get them because they're both together. Oh, I ruined the view. It was still pretty good. We got 80 kills out of that one. And quite a few more there. Sorry, it zoomed a little too fast because of the way I had it. I'll slow down my scroll speed here where it won't do that so bad. Let's go get some more views over here because this is going to be a pretty easy battle to win. So let's just get you all plenty of good views. I don't always get a chance to focus on the views in these battles. Right, here comes the skeleton spearman. Let's annihilate him. Depth guard, get him. Okay, so our units should slaughter those skeleton spears, and then here comes all of the fell bats. I've got units in position to give it to these guys too. All right, all of our towers are able to fire. All right, the bats are going to swoop down on our mob there, which I think is a foolish endeavor, to say the least. I'm going to just let our polearms fight that out and these other units too, because the bats really won't make much difference. So I know I've got guns just sitting here idle, but it'll be okay. Let's get our gunnery mob a little higher up here. Can this thing fire at such an angle as to hit these spearmen? Let's find out. They have two? Seems kind of pointless. I guess they're trying to overcompensate. Oh yeah! Get some skeletons there. Not bad! Alright, I'm going to bombard this other skeleton unit. We're holding the walls easily. We're going to lose the walls a little bit right here, but no biggie. Let's open up and get these bats. Oh man, that mortar is landing some hits. Look at that bat fight over there. Can we get a howitzer shot? Come on. Here it is. Here it is. And splat. Nice. This game is so beautiful. If you all have not bought this game, you really should get this game. Such a good looking game. Look at this depth guard over here owning for days. The polearms kill a little slower, but they still do good damage. Let's turn off our fire at will on these boys here. Get our sirens. And our depth guard here. These skeletons are fodder all day for these units. If they had brought more elite vampire troops, I could see it, but yeah, not gonna happen. Over here, even though my depth guard are terribly outnumbered, they'll be in good shape. It'll be really difficult for these skeletons to land any damage because of the armor and the pretty solid melee defense. So despite their numbers, they'll really struggle with that fight. Ha! My deck droppers are crumbling. Suicide run, boys! Go ahead and bring our deckhands down from here. There's no need in staying on the wall. These pole arms over here have a choke point, and this is a you shall not pass type moment right here. Get a close up on some of these animations. This looks so good. Anyway, we're gonna clean up the wall up here. Those skeleton spears just collapsed. So we'll just come over here and finish the job. Oh, let's take my fleet captain over here. Oh, no, actually. Let's just do this execution style. The Master Necromancer thought he was going to be cheeky and run behind my lines. Yep, think again. That's going to be the end of the magic holding together that vampire army. Watch these skeleton sods get ripped apart here. I like how a bunch of them already have holes in their skull. It's quite appropriate. Give it up, skeletons. That crumbling effect is really cool. So there we go. Easy defense against the Vampire Count's rebels. There were no undead survivors. The only loss we took there was the bloated corpse and the deck droppers that got mobbed by bats. 235 kills. That's ridiculous. Ridiculously awesome. Take the extra treasury. There we go. Oh, wait. We had a legendary pirate. Let's go back to that. So, Reich Admiral. Hoff. What? Hoff? Something like that? Reich Admiral? Okay. Bring it on, Reich Admiral. The Middle Sea Brigands. Okay, he's starting out there by the Galleon's graveyard. I think they sail towards you, so we don't really need to go out of our way yet. But in one of the next campaigns, I'm going to do, like, I'm going to play Count Noctilus after I finish these two, and we'll do Noctilus on Immortal Empires map, and I think what we'll do is, like, a no other settlements. He'll just be like the Davy Jones of the old... Well, we might have to do some settlements for the victory conditions, but at least to get going, we'll just be like a Davy Jones and kind of just harass people, establish pirate coves, like, do our thing. So I think that would be a fun way to start. Fleet captain. Okay, good. Got our fleet captain. We're gonna turn some decent income off all these port settlements that we got here. That one's not so great. That one will be good later if they build it up. And Lothern should be turning a pretty penny for us. It is. Great. Excellent. Madam Cylostra.
Madam Cylostra Direfin.
No, you dunce. I hate that. You click here, and there's a clear path across the water, but CA paths it across the land. I still don't understand this. I appreciate the giant patch they made, but fix that. Please. Fix it. Ugh. Or at least make a setting where you can default it off. Like, take the path of least resistance when I click it. It's so annoying. Anyway, now I just wasted a turn with Cylostra, and I don't feel like reloading just to change her move, because that's really irritating. Alright, let's look at her flagship. Nothing that I could build in the current movement state that I'm at, so it'd be okay if we want to spend some money on this settlement. Let's build the Anchorage of the Unliving, and then let's build up to the Haunted Blockhouse in both of these. And that'll be a good use of our money for now. We could get a hold of a Queen Bess, and we probably should. Oh, we already have one, never mind. Can't remember which campaign I have it, not. So, ideally, if we're going to fight the Lizardmen over the long run, we'll probably want to actually switch over all of our depth guard to the ones with pole arms. They're just better in general versus the Lizardmen. They're not necessarily better versus Saurus warriors. But they're better in the sense that they'll hold dinosaurs and other stuff back and do a ton of damage. Whereas the standard depth guard can get chewed up pretty bad by those units because there's only 45 unit models. So, yeah, it's just something to be aware of. Okay, see there? I did it right this time, folks. Believe it or not. Mostly not. I do want to upgrade to get the deck gunners as well. But, let's see. Let's actually save some money for a turn, and then I'll build a string of new buildings. We've got our Age of Discovery, all major ports via diplomacy. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and start by building some defenses in each of these. Let's build this up, actually, so we can build defenses there next time, because we want some defenses in each of these settlements. Help protect us against any invaders or would-be invaders. And then, honestly, I mean, Cylostra's flagship is going to be the main source of recruitment, so I'm going to try and gear these provinces, for the most part, towards income. I will go ahead and have a couple of buildings for recruiting, but we're going to gear them towards income and spreading corruption. That way, these lands are hard for people to invade, and it starts getting the corruption spread nicely to everywhere else. We already have a Haunter. Let's grab a Gunnery Wight. We can free up a position in Cylostra's army for a Gunnery Wight. Gunnery Wights are a cool unit. Start moving him this way. It will be difficult to take down this army plus the garrison. Difficult but possible. If we make a few changes to this army, I think. Let's kick these extra gunners. Probably don't have to have this many gunners. We'll want the Gunnery Wight in here. And then let's swap over. And I'm going to actually... Let me see what I can recruit. Yeah, we want these Rotting Prometheans because they're just tankier than the Morn Ghouls. I like the Morn Ghouls. They're okay. But I think I want the Rotting Prometheans in this particular case.
I need an audience.
So now this army will have a little more tankiness to it. And we'll have the Gunnery Wight in there too. So that should be good. And my research. Let's do this one right here. Over the next 10 turns, it'll give us 20% physical resistance on all of our Rotting Prometheans. I think that would be the way to go here. Raise the masses, stock, ward save. Yeah, so I want to do these two next. Enduring Reanimation and Spell of the Necromancer's Apprentice. We can drop that on one of those crab units, and then it just becomes ridiculously strong. And they become like super tanky units for just holding up a flank while your infantry and other units take care of business. So it's a great way to protect all your artillery, all your guns. And even if you end up in a tough fight, it puts you in a good spot. Is this winnable? I don't think so, because I'd have to take down so many heroes. And I just don't think we're equipped for that. So I'm not going to waste my time here. We'll just give them one. It'll damage up their army a little anyway. And then Cylostra will be right back. It's not my favorite that they just pulled off there, but nothing that's that significant. Okay.
By hook or sword, they'll fall. Never.
Okay, I gotcha.
Wave treading.
Okay, yeah, there's another port right here. Decent income, not bad. We'll hit it on the way through. Just got all these high elf ports, because that's gonna be a real money maker. Got one more turn before we can get all the crabs into this army. So So we're just going to let Swamp Town be, because if I repair it, they'll just turn around and attack, just to take my money away. Fair enough. I don't like it, but whatevs. It's not an enemy army, is it? No, it's Vessels of Chaos. So they're heading up towards the Lizardmen, too. That's good. Anything I can get to act as a distraction is perfectly fine with me. Let's go ahead and build up the public order down here, because it's actually about to rebel. Okay. I think we're good, because I'm not going to repair that just yet. Man, folks, can you believe it? Holiday season on us already. On us already. Well, I guess depending on where you live or what you celebrate. But for me, the holiday season is upon us. And I'm excited. It's fun. I have some cool presents that Mrs. Air and I are going to get for the boys. That's going to be a lot of fun to see them enjoy Christmas. And then I've got an MSI collaboration coming up in the fourth quarter for the holidays that I think you all are going to like. It's going to be kind of fun. Come up with a goofy video to kind of show off some of the cool stuff that they have for gamers. And then I have all this content that we get to make on here, and I'm super excited. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. I don't know if I told you all or not, but I started a new job recently. I took on a new role. As many of you all may have heard me say in some other videos, I was kind of frustrated with where I had been at in my old job, and I had another opportunity and decided to take it. Right before I came to this new opportunity, I did end up with a new boss in my old area who was great. Had a good time working with him for a while, but I guess I was probably just burned out on doing the same thing for too long. And anyway, I'm excited. Good. Started the new job today. Is the first day. So, should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. Let's see. Establish pirate coves all the way full. Let's just keep building up that blue tree. I forgot to go to that port, but there's another one up here, and we'll swing around. We'll get them all. I don't have the money for that one this turn anyway because I spent it.
Join me.
Not the smartest thing I've ever done, but... Alright, here comes this legendary pirate who has our sea shanty. I say we take it from him. Shan't we? Yes. Yes, we shan't. Yes, we shan. Yes, we can. Of course. Oh, don't you be running away from me. You get your crap over here and fight. Don't you be running away from me, pirate. Wow, there was like a ton of frame lag there. Alright, you filth-mongering pirate. I will find you, and I will fight you. I have a special set of skills for destroying pirates just like you. That's pretty good income. Get off this one, but we gotta save our money for one more turn. Alright. Let's do it. Let's get in a big fight with the Reich Admiral. Dude, what if he has like 19 Reichsguard? That's just gonna be frightening. The Reich Admiral, and he lives up to his name. I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty scary. GG Reich Admiral, if that's what he does. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, wow, he's got Norskins mixed in. That's weird. It's going to be some Empire artillery and state troops mixed with Berserkers, Marauder champions, Skin Wolves, and a Frostworm. Oh, this ought to be fun. I like this. I like how they mix it up in here. Bring it on. Nothing wrong with that. The Battle of Chotek. A lot of tree cover here, but there's a little bit of open water there between us, so that actually ought to turn out quite nicely. Yeah, that little bit of open water will be perfect. We can shoot up the enemy army as they come through it. I don't think their units will be aquatic, unless it was given to all fleets or something like that. Now, our units are, which is always nice. The Lizardmen no longer unique in that respect, since Skinks had the aquatic trait. Should be able to position our artillery right here, and there won't be any trees to stop us from firing properly. Still don't think so.
Sea prey.
Okay, should be good.
Undead. Gunnery mob. What?
Alright, got my gunnery mob.
Gunnery white.
Let's put our gunnery wipe. Let's put him out front here. Let him do some shooting. And I'll put a paladin on one of my flanks. Let's put the Morngul on one of my flanks. And then Hermit Crab Cylostra will kind of keep in a centralized position here.
Cylostra Direfin!
Okay, let's start the battle. Ooh, look how cool that looks with the ships in the background and stuff. That's awesome. I've been seeing comments even from big YouTubers about being really mad about the fact that you fight these battles on an island. They're like, how stupid is it that they made a pirate DLC and you stop on an island to fight? Okay, you know, I'll admit, I'd rather have the naval battles that go with it, but I mean, they don't have the naval battles. It's going to take a lot to add the naval battles, and they added a ton of content here. I've heard, I don't know if it's entirely true, that they would have to buy more IP to the Dread Fleet in order to have the naval battles be a permanent thing. Again, not 100% certain if that's true. But if they do, then that makes sense, because then that's more IP you have to buy. And then I've heard that, you know, not every faction necessarily had this like big fleshed out fleet thing, and that's fine because CA has created their own content before and can. So again, they could do that, but it would be a lot of work. I do hope to see it at some point in Game 3, but honestly, I'm perfectly fine with the way they added this here. The Total War to me should be focused all around the land battles, because that's Total War. And would I like to have the naval battles? Absolutely, I'd like to have the naval battles. But I don't. And I'm happy with this in the interim, in the sense that I think this is a great interim way to have some fun with the pirates. And who knows, maybe we'll get what we want long term. Wow, their mortars and cannon are just absolutely kicking the crap out of my units here. Come on, Frostworm, get up here. Get up here, you filthy Frostworm. Ooh, we're gonna take some shots over there. Gun it down, boys. Alright, Cylostra. Let's swing into action. Paladin. Let's get you ready here on the flanks, buddy. Morgul Haunter. Got a job for you, son. I'm gonna take these sirens actually and go tear that up. Oh yeah, Frostworm down, folks. All right, Paladin of Bretonia. Swing these depth guard over into here. Let's get group 3. Can you guys gun down these wolves for me? Thank you much. Alright, we're gonna quickly take all those out. Oh yeah, Sirene's gonna get the gunners nicely. Then Morgul Haunter should do good over here. Let's get Cylostra. Not gonna hurt to have some summoned units here now, is it? Okay. Excellent. Things are going rather nicely. Ooh, except for out here. Could be better, actually. Could be better. Cylostra, I got a job for you. There's a job that needs doing. See if we can save our hermit crabs from this. Don't crumble. Don't crumble. Oh, yeah, there we go. No! My crabs crumbled. That's unfortunate. They got a little bit too much armor-piercing infantry matched up against them there. Alright, and the Reich Admiral is defeated. Look at that Morngul Haunter. Just like healing up all the damage. 29 infantry kills even against this elite infantry. Just shrugging them off. His melee defense gets really high, and it makes him really hard to hit. Yeah, it just makes him really difficult to hit, except for units that have very high attack. So the Reich Admiral is silenced. We will take our place above him in the infamous pirates list there. Get some nice treasure off of him too. I like it. I like the taunting singing there that Cylostra gets in at the end. She's like, you know, I mean, it's like the fat lady sang and really rubbed it in at that point.
Fleet captain will send a message.
Established our pirate cove. Let's build our building. We'll actually go overland. There's another cove right over here. Or another port. So our income will shoot up. We can get a second army here soon. I'm just not doing it right now because I'm trying to save a little cash. Freebooters of Port Royal. These guys are at war with me and I can't move. Yeah, that's what I thought, chumps. I don't need any guff off you right now. Alright, so let's replenish. Let's re-recruit our crab thing. Oh, you know, we haven't done the pieces of 8. We also really need to do the pieces of 8. Let's look at that real quick. I'm about to forget. Alright, pieces of 8. Crookshank, Grave Point Scuttlers. The Lamprey's Revenge, Rotting Prometheans. That is what we want. We want to take these guys down. Sloppy Crookshank. Okay. We will go after him just as soon as I get the opportunity. Maybe I do want to recruit a second army just so I can take Cylostra and go collect the pieces of 8. What do y'all think about that? I think that's the play. We take Cylostra, we go get the pieces of 8. And I'm thinking that's the play we want to do here. Look at this lizard army just sitting here eating attrition. Thank you. It's very kind of you to just sit there and let my attrition do its thing. It's very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Okay. Madam Cylostra. Let's do this upkeep reduction, so that'll just drive our income up even higher, which, hey, I'm not complaining. I'll take all the income I can get, folks. All the income. And then some. Let's do a devastating charge here on the Paladin. I like the hard to hit because melee defense is just so wonderful in this game. It's so good. Like, I mean, look at the Morngul Haunter. He's going to be so difficult to hit. And there's just nothing that the enemy can do about that except for having, like, I think, though, that even your attack maxes out at some point. I don't know how that works with the, let's do training. I don't know how that works with the melee defense. Does it max out too? Does anybody know the answer to that? Because it seems like attack maxes out somewhere, doesn't it? If I'm wrong, correct me, but I need to learn more about that. I need to have like a sit-down set of interviews with Creative Assembly. Like, all right, explain all the stats. Let's get the science behind this. I'm sure there's folks out there who know it. And I don't know that it makes a difference for everybody's play, but, you know, it's always fun to go through.
Sing the songs of death.
Okay. All right. Let's go get our agent over here.
By hook or sword, they'll fall.
And Evershale is turning a decent profit, so let's go tax them some of that, and let's dig for treasure while we're at it. Yep. Let's see, what can we build here? We got defenses at everywhere but here. Let's go ahead and build the tier 3 here at the port first. And let's end that turn. And on the next turn, we should have enough money to establish the pirate cove. And then build the building we need. Okay, these guys are going to come back for seconds at Swamp Town. I still don't know that we could win that. So... Ah! We did, though. That's hilarious. Take that, lizard scum. Lizard scum. I am really liking this Cylostra campaign. This one is fun. Cylostra has been such a fun lord to play because, I mean, just the ethereal thing. Now, I'd have to take her off the crab to make her ethereal again, but she still retains some of her physical resistance. But I don't know, it's just, she is the most fun to me. The summons, the cool spells from Lore of Deeps, just the hilarious, you know, mannerisms that she has in the campaign. And the start position is good. A lot of people were really ripping on Cylostra ahead of time, but honestly, I think she's the best lord in the DLC. And I'm not just saying that to try and like, oh, Air's just saying that because he's trying to make CA feel good about their... No, they don't tell me to say anything. I've played all 4. Honestly, Luther Harkon's a bit boring, unless he's on his Terrorgeist. He's just a little boring. His play, I don't know. Maybe I just haven't gotten the right stuff yet, but his campaign to me wasn't super exciting. Count Noctilus is fun because he gets mounted up on the... oh, what the heck you call it? Big thing. He gets mounted up on the... Oh crap, I'm going to think of the name here in a minute. The Necrofex Colossus. So I like Noctilus a lot. And Aranessa is fun in the sense that she has a really interesting start position with Sartosa. They do need to probably get some skills and research that makes the Sartosan units a little better. I think there's a little out there for them, but not much. If that would be a good move with her, but she's still an interesting lord in the sense that she's very different. Anti-large on foot, she can be very effective. Kind of a fun one to mess with. So, always enjoyed that one. Downside to her is you can't heal her with any of the Lord of Vampire stuff because it only affects undead. So, bit of a downside to her. That's why I think Cylostra is the best. I would say in my order of ranking, Cylostra, Noctilus, Salt Spite, and Harkon. That's the order that I would rank all those in. What else did I just build there? Give me my money back. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to build the Great Cabin. Great Cabin indeed. Let's head to sea. Sail around, just make sure we hit all the ports up here in Lothern. Plus that gives us visibility. I don't know that we're ever going to be super worried about it, but it gives us the visibility. No, like I said, I'm enjoying the crap out of this campaign. It's great. I highly recommend, if you haven't tried Cylostra yet, or if you haven't bought the DLC yet, try Cylostra. Now, if you're not great at the campaign and you want to get an easier start, start with Harkon or Salt Spite. Or, sorry, Noctilus or Salt Spite. Those two are the easier ones for sure. That's going to be it for this episode, though, folks. I am out of time. It has been a fun one. At least it has for me. Enjoyed the battle there. We got some fun views in that siege battle as well. This means we can go ahead and get our polearm units as necessary. It'd be fun to attack here. And if we had the polearms, I would feel even more confident about our chances. Now they're already recruiting though. Could we hold off a big dino army here? Because their garrison is going to be huge. I see they get 4 temple guards, 2 stegies, Croxigors. Going to be no joke. And if they had a backup army to the north, which they might, we could potentially end up in a world of hurt. I'd feel better about that one if we get our polearms first. So let's focus on that. I'm going to put that there, and we will pick things up right here next time. Do hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I will see you soon.